Sudhamati is the only daughter of Zamindar Rana Pratap of Ranaganj. At birth, she lost her mother, never having the fortune to lie in her mother's arms or drink her milk. Zamindar Babu never remarried, fearing that a new wife might turn his beloved daughter from a princess into a servant. The flower-like beautiful girl was raised on the lap and back of Rama, a faithful maid from Ranamar's paternal home and her closest companion. After her friend's death, Rama raised little Sudha with all her love. But as years passed, everyone began to realize Sudha is both deaf and mute. No sound from this world could reach her ears, and neither had Zamindar Babu ever heard the word Baba from her lips. So many physicians, local healers, even doctors from abroad examined her, but no one could help. Rama, shedding endless tears, performed many rituals and offerings, but all in vain. 16 years passed. The once little Sudha grew into a stunning beauty. She communicated through gestures, moving her hands and feet, yet no one wanted to marry her. Every suitor turned away after learning of her physical condition. Sudha had a favorite spot, by the lake. There she would watch her reflection in the shimmering waters and feed the birds. One day, the zamindar's son from the neighboring village Jalandhar was returning home after finishing his education. He saw a celestial beauty sitting by the lake, gazing into the water. Tying his horse under a tree, he approached her. Jalandhar asked, "Who are you, beautiful lady?" Strangely, the girl gave no response. He asked again, "May I know your name?" Still no reply. Surprised, he took a leaf and gently brushed her arm. Sudha turned to see a handsome stranger looking at her with curious eyes. With great wonder, Jalandhar asked, "Lady, can you not hear?" Sudha didn't understand. Through gestures, she indicated that she was deaf, and that the Creator hadn't given her the ability to speak. Hearing this, Jalandhar realized this was the same Zamindar's daughter whom his father Rai Kamal had refused a marriage proposal with just 2 months ago. Yet her goddess-like beauty and eyes full of innocence had cast a spell on him. Through signs, he began talking to her, telling stories. They watched reflections together and fed birds by the lake. He stopped eating, but even after returning to his mansion, Jalandhar could only see Sudha in dreams and memories. One day, his father Zamindar Rai Kamal came to his room and said, "Son, ever since you returned, you've locked yourself in this room. You don't go out! You don't talk to anyone! You don't eat properly! What's troubling you? What's happened to you?" "Jalandhar," replied father, "I've fallen in love with a girl. I see only her, in dreams and memories. Can you fulfill my love?" The Zamindar's face lit up with joy. Encouraged, he asked, "Tell me, son, who is the lucky girl? I'll bring her home as your bride." Jalandhar replied, "Sudhamati, the only daughter of Zamindar Rana Pratap." Hearing Sudha's name was like a thunderclap to the Zamindar's ears. He shouted in anger, "Where did you find that deaf-mute Sudha? I will never accept her as my daughter-in-law." Jalandhar retorted, "Fine, father. If I can't marry her, then I'll never marry anyone. I swear I'd rather die than live without her. Her blood will be on your hands. The curse will be yours to bear." Out of fear of losing his beloved son, the Zamindar finally agreed. On an auspicious day, Jalandhar and Sudha were married. At first, the family didn't like Sudha, but over time, her skills in household work, her talent in cooking, and above all, her humble, respectful demeanor won them over. But years passed, and Sudha failed to give birth to a child. Afraid that the family line would die out, the Zamindar and his wife summoned their son. Zamindar Babu said, "Look, son, a marriage's happiness lies in a woman's virtues. Your wife lacks none, but without motherhood, a wife fails in her duty." The Zamindar's wife added, "Listen, son, I think she's barren. After so many years, she hasn't given a single child. I say you should remarry as soon as possible." Jalandhar, angered, said, "She may be unable to bear children, but I'll never let her share her home with another wife. She is already motherless and disabled." His wife, Jinny Ma, says angrily, "So the girl devoured her mother at birth, mute on one side, deaf on the other, and after that she couldn't even give her husband a child." Jalandhar roars, "Don't you dare call her deaf, Baba! Even seeing that innocent, loving face, you people feel no pity." Zamindar's wife snaps back, "It's that loving face that's messed up your head, son. A barren girl can't give her husband a child and her youth burns for nothing." Zamindar Babu said I thought even if we married him to a deaf mute, at least the child might be normal. But this one, she's completely barren. Don't call her barren, shouted Jalandhar. What if the problem is with me? Zamindar's wife yelled. What problem can a man have? That witch has chewed away your brain. God knows if she's done black magic. Jalandhar firmly said, She's done no magic, Mother. All I know is I will never let anyone take her place while she lives. Never, never. He stormed out of the hall. In his absence, the Zamindar's wife said to her husband, He won't remarry while Sudha lives. But what if Sudha isn't there anymore? Meanwhile, Jalandhar returned to his room. Sudha lay resting on the bed. He placed his hand gently on her head. Sudha opened her eyes and through signs asked if he had eaten. Seeing this helpless, Jalandhar's eyes filled with tears. Embracing her, he said, I can never make you suffer the pain of sharing me. God will never forgive me. Seeing the restlessness in his eyes, Sudha asked him what was wrong. He gestured, Nothing, I'm just tired. Sudha brought him a little food and gently fed him. Jalandhar, eyes brimming with tears, signed, I love you, Sudha. I will never let you suffer. Sudha wiped his tears with the edge of her sari. That night passed. At dawn, the Zamindar's wife brought poison from a snake charmer. She mixed cobra venom into the sweet kheer, rice pudding, and called her daughter-in-law to eat. As Sudha took a few bites, her entire body turned blue, and she passed away. The Zamindar's wife quickly threw away the remaining pudding. Jalandhar returned and saw his wife's lifeless form. Crushed by grief, he collapsed. His mother told him she died of a snake bite. During the rain, snakes enter the kitchen. It's nothing unusual. To Jalandhar, it seemed believable. A few years later, the Zamindar married his son off again to a beautiful... In the end, falsehood triumphed. Innocent love was defeated by conspiracy. How helpless is pure love in the face of family politics, isn't it?